Hello again. It's February 1st, 2012, and I want to talk about a major development that's in the foreclosure defense field. There has been imminent for some time now and a lot of talk about a settlement between many of the state attorney generals and the major banks, mortgage servicers and mortgage lenders over the abuses in the origination process and in the foreclosure process. Now, this settlement has been on the horizon for some time now, and while it's certainly good news that the state attorney generals have been investigating and have obviously uncovered a lot of evidence of wrongful conduct on the part of the major bank servicers and the originators, we were worried that the settlement would perhaps provide the banks with too broad of a release of liability for claims based on consumer fraud and claims based on wrongful foreclosures and abuses in the foreclosure process. Well, the rumors are, and we still need to wait and see, but the rumors are, and I have strong reason to believe that these rumors are true, that the banks will not be getting blanket releases. We still are going to have to litigate each and every case in court, in a justice, in a local court, your local court. Because what these banks have engaged in is something that the attorney generals just cannot release. The liability for what these banks have engaged in is something that the attorney generals just cannot release. It's just not politically viable for them. Now, the banks certainly were looking for a release because they know. They didn't offer to pay, reports are $25 billion because they just didn't want to avoid, they wanted to avoid the inconvenience of an investigation. $25 billion sounds like a significant sum. It's a drop in the bucket compared to what these mortgage originators and these banks have stolen from the American public. The true number is in the trillions of dollars. Now, $1 trillion is 1,000 billion. So we're talking, estimates are between $2 and $3 trillion. What does this mean for you? Well, that's big picture. What it means for you is that the defenses that we have been raising for the last 2 years now are giving credibility. It's not just me who's saying this. It's not just our auditors. It's state attorney generals and the banks that are offering money to try to buy a release of liability for what they've done. Well, what that means for you is that each and every home, each and every foreclosure needs to be litigated one by one in a court, in our local court. We have a local recorder of deeds that have kept track, that we of the people have empowered to keep track of title to property in our county. And we have a local court system and a chancery court and a judge that we've elected to administer justice in our county and to adjudicate who actually does own the property and who does have rights to the property and what is the remedy that is to be provided to citizens of this county when they have been victims of consumer fraud and deceptive practices, violations of the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act and the Truth in Lending Act, and when they've been wrongfully foreclosed or they've been subject to damage to their credit rating. So all of these issues need to be litigated by a competent foreclosure defense attorney, and I have been in this from the beginning, and this is what I devote my career towards, and all of the people that are associated with my firm, our growing firm that's growing by leaps and bounds, this is what we're all committed to. The first question I ask every prospective employee of this firm, be it a lawyer, an associate lawyer, a paralegal, a secretary, a receptionist, or a clerk, the first question I ask is, are you committed to the pursuit of truth and justice? Because that's what we're about here. So for a free consultation, call the 800 number listed below. Thank you.